Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. How are you today? It is Wednesday, January 31st, 2018. Alright people, after yesterday's pan market, pan asset, and I mean, by pan, I mean like everything sold off. Very unusual. I went over that and I said cash was going to make its way back into the stock market. And that's exactly what's happening right now. As I am doing this video blog, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 200 points. All the major indices are higher. There's another thing going on here, and I'm going to urge you to have a look at this. And I really hope you're watching this video right on my website, so you don't have to go, clicking around. But anyway, if you happen to not be on my website, traderschoice.net, there's a link in the description of this video. Click on it. Have a look at the bond market. I mean, it's the same story, and it's what I've been outlining that I believed would happen. They're in there right now buying up bonds big time, and that is stabilizing the bond market. That's another stock market positive. The dollar is down again. Stock market positive. The derivatives of gold and silver, I despise talking about these because there's no real price discovery mechanism behind these things. We have to ignore it. They are higher as well. So look, this is, I really believe this. Yesterday, this was the Wall Street wizards running the stops on this market, trying to get in at a better price. They started anyone find it suspicious that now they're choosing to prop up the bond market at the same time stocks are moving higher? I mean, it's the same story, and we've seen this before. It's like a never-ending horror show, and it's the truth. But look, like I always say, let them play their games, and we're going to play our games. Now today, we're going to hear from the Federal Reserve. I'm speechless, honestly, because first of all, they are not going to do anything, because if the Federal Reserve were to raise rates now, because our economy is going off like gangbusters, and they should in a real environment where we, let's say, were in an epic recovery like they want us to believe, of course they'd be raising rates here, but they're not going to. I could be wrong on this, and it could shock the market, because that's what would happen. It would shock the market. You just saw what happened over the past couple of days. This was the market in another way sending a message to the Fed. Don't do anything. Because again, we seem to have a red line in the sand with regard to the 10-year yield. Once it goes above 2.72, this market hates it. So it's a message to the Fed. It's a language. The stock market is speaking to the Fed, saying, don't even dream about doing anything meaningfully to your balance sheet or raising rates in any meaningful way. It's just, not going to happen. So these are the dynamics in place right now that we need to watch. And I'm going to urge you, you just won't believe this. You won't. And I was so confident that this would happen, and many of you were as well. Go look at that chart. Your eyeballs will explode. I'm not kidding you. It's epic what they're doing right now. They will do whatever they have to do to keep that bond market stable so stocks will continue higher. That's it. And you're seeing it now. And for those of you that are new to this whole thing, you witnessed something kind of interesting yesterday. And I mean a pan-asset, pan-market sell-off with all that cash. And I told you yesterday was going to simply look for somewhere to go. And I said it was going to go back into the stock market. And that's what's going on right now. And we'll see if this continues to move forward like this. I believe it will. Until they're ready to play another game with us, and that's fine. Let them play their games, and we're going to play ours. At the end of the day, I will talk about, and I'm almost afraid, honestly, of what's going to come out of my mouth after the Fed minutes today and their announcement, their policy announcement. I'm already getting worked up about it, so it might be interesting. Anyway, I will see you at the end of the day. We'll put all this together. We'll talk about what came out of Yellen's mouth and the Federal Reserve mouth. It's simply just over the top. All right, with that said, I'll see you later.